Ivan Katz here at Cape May County Disc Golf Park, better known as the Zoo Course, and I'm going to play around. I'm going to tell you what I throw and talk about why I'm throwing it, tell you how these discs fly, what the numbers mean, and a lot of helpful hints and tips and tutorials on the game of disc golf. Have you smashed that like button yet and followed me and subscribed? Please do so. Let's get started. Number one, 235 feet. Okay, Crank SS started me off. Throw it pretty flat, and it's a slightly understable disc. Will turn over. That's the third number. If that third number is negative on the disc, understable. So you start off throwing a right hand, forehand flick with hyzer, and it flips up. That's understable. Hyzer, flip. Hyzer, flip for the right hand backhand. And hyzer, and hyzer. Sometimes you want to throw with anhyzer. You want to get a disc to curve around this way. You want it to curve around this way and not fade. Make sure that fourth number is a 0. That's the fade. Natural fade is for the forehand flick, right hand, off to the right. Right hand backhand, off to the left. So that fourth number, fade. First number is speed. Crank SS is, I believe, about a 13, and that means you need considerable power to throw this correctly. Throwing it correctly means getting it to turn over with a slight fade at the end. And this is one of my go-to drivers. I love it. It's broken in. Broken in discs tend to be a little more flippy, a little more controllable, and that's a good thing. So, second number is glide. That's how much the wind will take the disc. And again, that third number is turn, and then the fourth number is fade. So 1300 for my polecat putter here. And if you're putting and you're over 10 meters away, 33 feet, you can jump forward when you putt. If not, you can't jump forward. Basically, take your disc and just imagine an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper behind it, and that's the area where your foot needs to be. If you're off to the right this far, that's not legal. If you're off to the left this far, that's not legal. If you're back by more than about 11 inches, that's not legal. So putt, making sure your putt or drive or any shot you make, your foot should be right in this area right here by the time you release, even if you run up. And there you go. So Crank SS and Polecat. A couple other helpful hints. Make sure that you write your name on the back of the discs. Count how many you came out to play with so you know. Also bring a towel with you, especially if it's wet outside, and that way you can clean your discs off if they get wet. On to the next one. Number two, 226 feet away. Trees are beautiful, aren't they? Well, barely made it on that putt. But anyway, the crank is the driver I used. Not the Crank SS, the crank. This one is less understable, and that means it has less tendency to turn over. So you throw it with hyzer, it'll stay on that line. You can get a good dog leg right, dog leg left with this one, with a little fade at the end. But I was careful to throw it nose down. Throw it nose up, and it's going to just fade off. So you got to throw these discs flat, nose down. If you're seeing that your discs are just fading off, well, you're probably throwing them nose up. That's not the right way to throw. When you start throwing nose down, the discs will fly the way they're supposed to fly. Now, disc golf is very hard. I'm not coming out here and getting birdies all the time. Nobody is. I'm throwing multiple discs because I want to show you what these specific discs do. I want to highlight a bunch of different discs on my drives and on my putts for that matter. Happen to make it with the Polecat here, my go-to putter. I do love the Polecat. I have a couple of them, and that's another lesson. go out and practice with the same putter. Get 5 of them if you can. If you can't afford to get 5 of them, we'll just practice with the same putter. You want to get that stroke down. If you're having trouble, just imagine you're throwing it to your friend, but you really want to look dead center and really throw the disc, spin the disc, no matter what distance you're at. Sometimes you want to float one in there and do other things, but again, for the most part, you want your putt to be very solid. You want to definitely throw the disc. Mine barely made it that time, but still, any make is a make. So there you go. Like I said, I'm throwing multiple discs, so disc golf is a very, very hard sport. If you're shooting 12 over par, try to shoot 11 over par the next time. On to the next one. Number 3, 241 feet. These have all been about 230 something feet so far. It's about the same distance, but lots of trees to get around here. Difficult to find that basket. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so Discraft Heat, really a nice long distance driver for me. Gets great distance and does have some fade. They're better after they get worn in, so hit some trees with it and then it'll get a little more understable to stable, and this one is pretty darn stable. I really sold it, tried to get it to go straight down the way, and that's what it did with a nice predictable fade. Got me around the trees and a good fade towards the basket for the putt with, I love this putter, but I don't recommend it. It's an 86 putter from Whammo, from the 80s, and they're probably pretty expensive if you want to try to get them. I do have a few, maybe 4 of them. I love it, but basically it's a very soft putter, so you can get other soft putters these days if you like soft, and you can make them drop and things like that. You can do some magical things with this putter, but like I said, the Polecat is really my go-to mainstream putter, and I love it. I have 2 of them with me today, and that's my go-to putter. But I do love the 86 also. On to the next one. Lovely nature out on this course. Very, very nice. You can see just over that, the basket right there. It's 310 feet away, all the way across the water. Most people are going to throw to the island on the left there, and then approach the basket, and that's what I'm going to do. Unfortunately, I don't think I can throw 310 feet straight across the water these days. Better safe than sorry. Also, because it's near the water, I'm not going to throw any disc that I really, really like. I'm going to throw a disc that I don't mind if I lose. Some weird roll and it goes into the water, well, I won't be too upset. Well, I just threw the Viper straight across and added it's a fairway control driver. Didn't give it enough. Got stuck in that bush, so that's not going to be fun. Let's see what I can do. That wasn't easy. Disc golf is not easy. Started off with, actually it is a disc I love, the Ace Race Saw. But it's so accurate that I knew I could put it in the middle of that island there and be safe. Second throw with the Viper, not so good. I really didn't sell it. I should have just aimed right at the basket, really fired it hard. But it kind of laid up a little bit, and you don't want to do that in your water. And put me behind that bush. Now remember what I said about the stance. I had to put one of my feet behind the disc, like this, and that's what I did, and then I straddled out, making sure not to come closer to the basket, keeping an equal plane, and then I just used the flick straight at the basket with the Polecat, and there you go. A good par save. Disc golf is hard. On to the next one. Number 5, 265 feet, but you can't really go inside. You got to stay outside and around these trees and then hopefully fade towards the basket. Tough. Alright, this green disc right here, also a Crank SS, my favorite disc. This was my old go-to Crank SS. and lost it for about a year actually on a course. It was very green out. Don't throw green discs in the middle of the summer on a green course, and don't throw brown discs in the middle of the dirt. So the blues and the greens, when there's leaves everywhere, that might be a good idea. So there you go, crank SS, just thrown with some hyzer, but it turned up and stayed straight until it faded towards the basket. That's what you want. And then also my dart is a nice putt approach, really nice. Numbers are 3, 4, 0, 0. That means very little fade, very little turn. That means throw it on a hyzer, it'll stay on a hyzer and curve. Throw it flat, it'll stay flat. That's what it did here. On to the next one. Number 6 just looks so easy hanging there, right? And only 140 feet. Close, but no cigar with the wedge. Number 7, 466 feet, and a heck of a lot of trees down the way and on the way. Wow. Nice. Man, there you go, roller. Well, there you go, the King forehand flick roller, and got me a really nice distance off the tee here and through a heck of a lot of trees. More on the technique of that forehand flick roller in a second, but there's still a lot of work to do because the basket, 466 feet total, is still hiding behind a heck of a lot of trees. Tough approach. Let's see what we can do. Okay, well, that one was certainly tough. A very tough 3 there. And started out with the King. King is a speed 14 disc. Mine just happens to be very, very broken in and very flippy. I can throw it with super hyzer and have it become the perfect S-curve distance driver. And what I did there is I adjusted that. So I threw it with some anhyzer so that it would flip over and turn into a roller. After I got some good distance with the flick, it then landed and continued rolling towards the basket, which gave me some really nice distance for me. A lot of people can throw farther than me, so I have to do what I can do to try to get some decent distance on challenging holes like this one. Now the approach was done with another staple of my bag, the Halo Air. I love this disc. I can usually just give it a little hyzer, it'll straighten out, and then fade predictably at the end. And then I just put a lot of hyzer on the polecat, got me around the tree and into the basket for the 3. On to the next one. Number 8, 383 feet, and a lot of trees along the way. Plus, it's actually across the street here, the tee, so it's quite a long distance. Okay, good start with the Gazelle. Pretty rare old disc, but a very straight flyer, and well, still a lot of distance to tear off to the basket. Okay, so started things off with the Gazelle. Like I said, a very straight flyer. It's a Ken Climo Gazelle, actually, really old disc. Probably around 96, it looks like. So then the approach with the Genius, newer disc I picked up, readily available, and 7.5, -4.1, so it's like a fairway driver. By the way, putters are like 1 to 3, and mid-ranges are 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9 for the fairway control drivers, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for your distance drivers. And again, 5 is the glide, so a lot of glide with this one, and -4 is the turn, so it should have a lot of turnover. It's not real broken in. I threw it too high, a little nose up, but only a 1 fade, and it does fade a lot, so it's not very broken in, but it is a very good disc. Got me close to the basket for the birdie putt with the polecat. On to the next one. Number 9, par 3, 260 feet straight ahead.
Well, not bad, ending up with a 65 footer there. Starlight Boss, nice throw for the drive, and my faithful 86 putter to finish it off.
Well, thanks for watching this video here at Cape May County Disc Golf Park, the zoo course in New Jersey, Cape May area, and I've enjoyed bringing you this course. Please do check out all of my other disc golf videos on this channel and also my Ivan Katz Productions channel. And if you like cars, just search Drivin Ivan in any car and you'll see my car reviews. Also check me out on TikTok, The Real Drivin Ivan, Twitter at Ivan Katz, and Instagram and my Drivin Ivan channel here, DrivinIvanKatz. And if you like music, check out my music videos. But again, do smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. I'm Ivan Katz.